the Baltimore Ravens. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At the 43. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and 6. Again, they keep it on the ground, and again, it's Johnson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Down at his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Back to throw, Watson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Cam Akers with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have taken the early lead. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it's going to be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain.
Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On third down, Jackson. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
Fourth down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. This is caught. It's Cooks. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks.
At the 11-yard
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Johnson, the fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Out of the gun, Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills. 3rd down here.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The quick slant caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Fells, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Texans will extend their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Makes the score Texans 14, Ravens 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the deep.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. From the gun, Jackson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
On the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Ravens, nothing.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And this will be caught by Mooney. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
For Baltimore.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. But Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. His throw incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Texans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run here with Akers, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming. Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
It's a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
And that's a sight familiar to Ravens fans. Matthew Judon, a 2019 Pro Bowler. He led the Ravens with a career-high 9.5 sacks in 2019.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Akers. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Cam Akers, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He was brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flushed out right. He finds his man. It's Austin. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans will add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A lane opens here.